What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video here on Kyle's Exotics. And today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy, super cheap, customizable DIY, that's a lot of words, frag rack for a saltwater aquarium. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, so this is super easy to build. All you're going to need is a magnetic algae scraper. I got this one from Petco for like 12 bucks. I like it because it's got a large surface area. You're going to need piece of egg crate. This is 3 squares by 9 squares if you're doing the same thing as me. You're going to need some super glue and a marker. Now what you want to do first is line up where you want it. So for me, right here, and then I'm just going to take the marker and kind of mark where it's going to be touching the black part, so I know where to put my super glue. You don't want to use a lot of mark, but just a little bit. So then now I can go through and all the lines within that green marks, I'm going to put super glue on. And I'm using the gel super glue. I think it's just a little easier to work with. Alright, once you get your super glue applied, you're just going to want to flip it over and line it up and just press and hold for just a couple minutes. It should kind of bond itself pretty quickly. You can kind of go in and add some more glue if you think you need it. Alright, so we're going to let that sit real quick, and then we're going to come back and look at the almost finished product. Alright, so it has had time to sit. To be honest with you guys, so the first time I glued this on, it did not stay. I accidentally snapped these magnets back on together and this popped off. So I didn't put any more super glue. I repressed it down. And tip for super glue is if you run it under water, it actually cures a lot quicker. So that's where those white spots are. Little unsightly, but you're really not going to see them once you've got frag plugs in here. And it really, cured it up pretty well. One thing I do say is be careful the first time you put it in. After that, the only really pressure this should have would be putting frag plugs in, so it's not going to have any kind of weight or anything like that. So let's get this thing in the tank and let's see how it looks. Alright, and there it is in the tank. So it's still super low profile, and you can still move it around. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this came out. So I've actually got some frags sitting in the sump. Let me dip them real quick and we'll put them on there and see how they look. Alright, so corals are almost done dipping. So the other day I picked up 2 rock flower anemones. You can see one in the back there. I'll show you guys a closer in a second. But as I was leaving, the guy was like, hey, do you want some other frags just real quick? I was like, of course I do. So normally I was going to wait to put some more coral in this tank. It's only about just under 2 months old. I was using these. I got them for really cheap and they were really nice. So I'm going to test the water. So far, after a few days, they're doing good. But I got these frags for free. I've got one SPS frag that looks great. It's going to be one of my first kind of stick corals, so I'm excited about that. And then I've got a very tiny 1 polyp zoa frag. We'll see what that does. Again, it was free. So let's pop these bad boys in the tank real quick. Alright, and there they are. Like I said, there's the SPS stick coral. So I'm super excited about that. And there's 1 polyp zoa. Well, we'll see how that takes off. The main reason I was, wanted to build this, I didn't want to spend $30 to $50 on a frag rack, but I wasn't quite ready to glue this on. I want to make sure the tank's right. I don't want to glue that stick coral on and just it not be happy. So I'm going to put it in here for a little bit and see what it does, and then we can put it in place. Here are those rock flower anemones. Now this is without even the orange lens, so these look great. They are massive. The other one is back here. And I'm super excited about those and these as well. So stay tuned. Let's see what kind of growth we get. And the tank is doing good. There's the cleaner shrimp and the 2 clowns that you guys know and seen before in previous videos. Super happy with how this tank is turning out. Quick peek down below. Skimmer's still getting tuned in, and everything else is doing pretty good. We've added this Sinai reef monitor. I'll do a video on that later. That's the Felix model, so it's connected to my control board, so I get all the data, which is super nice to have. It's also a par meter, so I need to make a par map out of this tank, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more, and I will see you guys next week.